Either I'll have to fight that troll, or
Здравейте, приятели, това съм аз, Бертона, и ето, че е време да се впуснем в приключенията на Hogwarts Legacy. В последният епизод успяхме да помогнем на един отчаян бизнесмен, за да си отмъсти, но не по начина, по който иска той. Просто му дадохме възможност да започнем бизнеса си от начало. Как го направихме, може да видите на линкът горе в дясно. А днес ще продължим отново с сайд-квестовете, тъй като са страшно много, трябва да ги избутаме така или иначе, но пък винаги са интересни и винаги ни дават интересна гледна точка към нещата, които се случват там. Но това веднага след като ви напомня да се абонирате, ако не сте го направили, и да натиснете камбанката, така няма да изпускате и бъдещи епизоди. И стига толкова приказки. Време е да скачаме в играта, за да видим какво ни чака. Отново сме в Hogsmeade и това, което ще направим, е да открием в Брумстик има някой, който се нуждае от нашата помощ, и куестът се нарича именно по този начин. A friend in need. Да видим кой е този наш приятел и от какво има нужда.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgog?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorti Sprotъл in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottøl.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Нека да поразпитаме.
Why does Mrs. Sprottøl keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottøl have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
Така да бъде.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade.
Имаме задача и отиваме да я открием. Нека да погледнем много набързичко това какво е. Интересно, това е нещо ново, за първи път го виждам. World Map. Така, тук трябва да дойдем. Но, за съжаление, нямаме огънче. Това означава, че трябва да тичаме до там. Няма да ви мутая с скучното ходене чак до другия край, така че ще се появим директно близо. Запазвам си правото обаче да се включа по всяко време, ако видя нещо интересно по пътя. И ще се видим след малко. Ето, че сме много близо до града и се включваме да видим какво ни чака тук. Ето я нея. И нея. Тук също има някакъв човечец.
I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottøl. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottl.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Добре, нека
Believe
ви
it or
помогнем.
not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottl was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Нека да проспитаме.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Нека да проспитаме и за
Do you
кутията с
remember
писма.
anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Добре, благодаря ви.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottl.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Чудесно, успяхме да свършим работа тук.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you.
Това трябва да е втори
And
квест.
yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Интересно.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
Я да видим.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Това трябва да е Клеер. Това да е Клеер.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
Madam Bеумонт, might I speak with you?
Yes? What about?
Mrs. Sprottl told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic in even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Ами да, ще погледнем за него. Трябва ли да... Нека да
Could
чуем.
Bardolph have run off?
No, he'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
Добре.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Потегляме. Така, имаме някакви задачи. Първо...
I should investigate.
Така и така сме на там. Искам първо да сляза долу, за да видя... Сравнително бързо ги преборихме. Ти си... Охо, това изисква левел 3. Малко повече от... Опа! За малко да стане гаф. Доста бързичко успяваме да ги преборим. Тук долу отново има нещичко, което може би се заслужава да погледнем. О, и тук отново от тези. Тук има още един. Лесна работа. Тук доста неща можем да вземем. Съм казвам, съм щастлив, че слязохме. Трябва да видим. Много още един скелет. Тук има... Доста неприятно. Ако и това изисква левел 3, за отключването ще бъде неприятно. Левел 1.
Rebellion. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Не е нещо вау, но все е нещо. Тоест може да се окаже и да е вау, но първо трябва да го идентифицираме и чак тогава ще разберем какво е. Сега трябва да се измъкнем от тук. по разстояние 200 метра. Окей, ще се включим отново там, няма да ви губя времето, ходейки чак до там толкова бавно. Да, до след малко. Ето, че се включваме много близо до мястото, което потенциално може би ще бъде опасно. Тук трябва да е и другия лош. Май го изпратихме някъде далеч. Той пък откъде дойде, нямам представа. Тук имаме някаква игра отново, но няма да го правим сега, защото нямаме време.
This looks intriguing.
Я да вземем, сложим тази магия и тази магия, имайки предвид, че ще се занимаваме с огнени типове. Ау. Там някъде има още един. О, всъщност. Малко да ги поразбутаме, защото станаха твърде много. Как го изстреляхме?
I'm not sure Madam Bеумонт would want to know what really happened to him.
Чудесно, мисля, че се справихме и с тези. Има някакви животинки, но и за тях има време. Първо да оберем всичко, което е тук около нас. Това е втората част от неговото писмо.
And something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
Трябва да има и още нещо. Щом това е част 2, трябва да има някъде и част 1. Тук вътре има и част 1. Тъжна история. Той наистина е направил всичко възможно. Той направил всичко възможно, за да се научи, за да защити всъщност сестра му или майка му, не съм много сигурен. Това ще бъде по-бързия начин да се пренесем до другия край. Не, че има кой знае какво да се изпусне тук долу. Видим какво имаме
тук. Upper Hogsfield is being terrorized by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
Madam Bеумонт, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
Нека да кажем така.
I'm afraid he's joined the Ashwinders and has no interest in returning.
What? No, this can't be. He was seeking their advice, that's all.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madam Bеумонт.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolf!
Не знам кое би било по-правилно в интерес на истината. Дали да кажем, че...
Hello again, Mrs. Sprotle.
Hello, dear. Was there something else I could help you with?
Where did you say the box of letters was again?
In a cavern in the hills, just southwest of our hamlet. I'm almost certain Aiden dropped it there.
Добре, явно трябва да свичнем към този куест. Окей, пак да ви кажа, ще се видим, когато стигнем там. Ето, че сме вече тук и да видим. Ще открием ли това, което търсим? Там долу има и лагер на бандити, който няма да закачаме точно в момента.
I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there. Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprotle should be pleased.
Добре, при положение, че имам достатъчно, защо трябваше да влизам? Може би трябва просто да намеря и въпросните писма.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Видим какво изпускаме. Долу има също някакви. Тук май по-добре да не падаме. Спускаме ли нещичко? Да, тук горе има... Не знам колко се заслужава да идваме, но в крайна сметка, нали, не трябва да изпускаме нищо. Иха!
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or we'll do it together. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Този инсендио май трябва да го разкарам от това, защото не върши кой знае каква работа. Ау, добре, това ще първи път ме учили. Ау! Хубавото е, че... Ох, този трол беше силен.
Revelio.
Доста от тези има. Сякаш има проход към още тайни. Дали идеята е да минем от тук?
Revelio.
Там дали обрахме всичко? А може би тук някаква тайна. Ако пари. Не кой знае какво, но все пак е нещо. Де. До момента нито едно писмо. Тук няма как да минем, продължаваме. Долу има също някакви неща. Пътят невероятно е натам. Което далеч не означава, че ще тръгнем натам. Рибки! Което не ми даде абсолютно нищо интересно. Но пък доста запаси. От друга страна. Продължаваме. Ето къде са писмата. Няма да ви ги чета всичките, но пък за сметка на това ще ви ги скролна, ако ви е любопитно, може да си ги прочетете. Няма да ви ги скрия. Предполагам, има доста любопитни неща. И да ви кажа честно, ще взема да си ги прочета, но офлайн, тъй като онлайн ще отнеме малко повече време. От тук се телепортираме директно при Сирона, която се намира в Хогсмит. Ето, че пристигнахме. Отиваме да върнем кутията с писма.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottl with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
Нека да попитаме за тези писма.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottl. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottl sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Ето, че направихме още едно добро дело. Помогнахме и качихме ниво. Повече чудесно. Да. Помогнахме на Сирона, научихме още доста за нея и предполагам от писмата ще научим още любопитни неща, но това може да си го видите и вие. Казвам ви чао, ще се видим следващия път, а тогава не забравяйте да коментирате какво ви допадна в този епизод, да споделите с приятели, да могат и те да се насладят на готината история на тази невероятна игра и защо не да оставите едно лайкче, това наистина помага страшно много на алгоритъма на YouTube, за да бутне видеото ми до малко повече хора. Стига толкова приказки, се видим следващия път. Чао, чао и до скоро!